Hello friends, welcome to the EduSite Network, and our today's topic of discussion is ad layout, and we shall discuss the topic in general today and more in particular in our tomorrow's lecture. And for this discussion we have this in the studio Professor N.N. Sarkar, retired Professor of Mass Communication from Indian Institute of Mass Communication, New Delhi, and he has taught for more than 30 years, and in addition to that he has also been a practicing graphic designer for more than 2 decades at various reputed institutes, organizations, agencies, and also he has been a visiting faculty at various premier institutes of the country. And with this brief introduction, we welcome him to our EduSite Network, and we request him to begin our today's lecture. Thank you for coming, sir.
Thank you, Urvashi. Good morning, viewers and listeners. I have been giving lectures earlier also. I don't know how many have listened to my lectures, but today is different topic. I am discussing the layout, ad layout basically. The layout is practiced by almost everybody in your day-to-day life. What is the layout? Layout is a plan. The plan is needed for developing any structure. Whether you are constructing a building, or making a tour program, whether you are arranging your drawing room, the layout is necessary or plan is necessary. Graphic design is also a plan, and behind this plan, behind this structure, we plan, and many people work on this plan. Just like you can take an example of structure of a building. When you construct a building, a plan is prepared. Maybe architect is the main person to plan the design. But after plan, that many people work on the plan, like mason, carpenter, electrician. All these things will work on the basis of this plan. Here also, in graphic design also, we prepare a plan. Here also many people work on this plan, such as copywriter, visualizer, photographers, graphic artist, and also printer. All these people, they contribute in their own way on the plan. The graphic design is a systematic arrangement. Here we identify the elements which will be planned, just like in building we identify the elements like bricks, cement, color, and all these things. Here also we have headline, copy block, color, illustration, graphic shapes are the design elements. See this advertisement. This is an nano ad. Many of you might have seen this advertisement, but here the elements. What are the elements we have? First of all, we see that car. This is the image of the advertisement. On the background of the image, we have got a flash of color. It is a color shape. This is another element. This combined, it has developed a composite shape. Below that, you will find the headline, which is little bigger than the normal text. Why it is bigger? Because it explains what you are going to get from the content of the advertisement. It is also just to attract attention also, so that you can read easily. Below that, you will find the text, running text. So after you are hooked on the advertisement, then, and after getting the idea from the headline, you are interested to read the text and go and get details of this. And while getting the details, you get the other information like who is the advertiser and what are the things are available, where this product is available, all the details you are getting from the advertisement. So this is the layout of an advertisement. Now, as I have already mentioned, many people work on the layout. That is graphic artist, copywriter, photographer, DTP operator, printer, and so on. Then in making the layout, there are different terminologies are used. If you are interested to become a professionals, you must be familiar with these terminologies, such as first terminology I have mentioned here, advertising layout. Advertising includes posters, advertisement on newspaper, books, magazines, brochure, pamphlet. All these are the advertisement layout. But a press layout is a special advertisement. The press layout is a layout which will be published in newspaper or magazines. Why it is so called press layout? Because this will be printed in these publications, and there are some rules and regulation to be followed. That's why many times these advertisements are not published just like that. You cannot go to the newspaper, you ask them to publish the advertisement, they may not be able to publish it. That's why many times the advertiser will have to go through or pass through an advertising agency or the organization which is accredited to the newspapers. And they follow certain norms such as what is the size of the advertisement, the color to be used, type fonts used in the advertisement, the media space, how much space it will occupy. All these things, if you are not adhered to, that advertisement will not be published. That's why special terminology used for making the layout to be published in newspaper and magazines. Page layout is a common terminology. It is very simple. Any multi-pages publication, if you want to prepare a layout for the front page, that is called cover. Cover is something which gives the idea what you are going to read inside, and also it is a window of a shop. Just like when you are entering a window, from that the entrance you get an idea what is there inside. That is the cover layout. Next is the dummy. Dummy is the imitation used to replace the real product, dummy. So before going to make a multiple production of a particular product, a prototype or the dummy is prepared. Dummy, looking at the dummy, the client or the advertiser decides whether he or she will go with the dummy or there is a need of change of that layout. So dummy is just a prototype of the product. And sometimes a publication to print, if it is a three-dimensional, then it is shown in three-dimensional form. If it is two-dimensional, then a printout is taken separately and compiled to develop a exact product. This is one of the forms of the dummy. Say when you are making a publications, each page is laid out, then all the pages are pasted, and you will find here that no actual picture is there, only text is there. Text may not be the actual text of the publication, maybe simulated text. This text will be replaced, but the visual look, the client who is going to approve this particular layout, he or she will get the visual look of the publication and give his or her consent that where should go for production or not. Makeup is another terminology. Makeup. Makeup is a terminology used for making a layout for newspaper. The terminology is used when the newspaper used to print by hot metal types. Though these days we don't use hot metal types for making the newspaper, but the terminology is used for making the modern layout which is done on computer. See this layout of the newspaper. The two pages are laid out and placed side by side, because when you open the printed publication and the multi-page publications, both the pages are seen together. That's why while prepare the layout, both the pages are seen side by side. The headline, photographs, and text, subheadlines, graphics, all these are arranged in such a way that give a pleasant look to the viewer, and also helps him or her to locate the important element or important reading content or visual content to go through. Mock-up is another terminology. The mock-up is different from the make-up. One should not confuse with the terminology mock-up and make-up. Mock-up is the prototype of a three-dimensional object. For example, if you want to make a layout for window display of a shop, naturally it is a big shop and one cannot show to the client that the whole window or whole design to the client. He or the designer or layout person will prepare is a proportionately smaller side layout, and it may carry to the client to get his or her approval. Mock-up may be for a package design, because package is a three-dimensional object. Mock-up may be window display, as I have just mentioned. Mock-up may be the exhibition stall. Exhibition stall also three-dimensional objects, and layout for the exhibition stall should be prepared in a smaller scale, and it should be shown to the client, and finally it will be fabricated and displayed at the appropriate place. This is the example of the mock-up. See how it has been displayed. It is a three-dimensional object. The color, shape, and other display elements shown clearly, and client can easily visualize or easily understand what will happen after its fabrication. Storyboard is another terminology. If you are making a film or TV program or web design, visual presentations begins in the form of layouts known as storyboard. Storyboard is a series of pictures which will depict how the pictures will be after shooting, how the other person will work on that storyboard, maybe the cameraman, maybe the sound recordist. So all these people will work on this layout, and this layout will help that how the finally produce the design or the web page or film. Here is the example of the storyboard. It is only few pictures I have added, because within a short time we will not be able to get the full idea that the storyboard was made like that. At the one side, how the shot will be. The shot is all the description, what the man is doing, and the second one is the pictures. The third one is the audio. What is the audio will be there. I have given only the 4 frames, just to get an idea. Otherwise, it is a full-fledged storyboard of a mobile phone. After understanding the various terminologies of layout, now we are coming to starting a layout.
Sir, before we move to the various stages that you mentioned, could we request you to answer one question, that who is the ideal person for preparing a layout?
Good questions. The layout can be prepared by anybody. There is no set rules that this person will be ideal for the layout making. Layout can be prepared by the person who is advertising or publishing the design.
Right.
Because he or she knows his or her requirement. Of course, the artist will be in the advantageous position, because he can present the layout much more in visual form.
Right.
Even a copywriter can be a good layout, because he can express the idea in writing. It may not be visual form. Somebody else will do the visuals.
Right.
But he can also be the ideal person.
Okay.
Or in fact, that I can say that anybody can prepare the layout.
Right.
So
Thank you.
that's why, so let us start something systematic way to making the layout.
Right.
It doesn't
What
mean
are
that
the
you go
steps?
just like that, you start doing the layout. Now these days, because of computer, people are starting that anybody can do the layout.
Right.
But you can do it, provided you know the basic,
Steps.
the forms, how to go ahead with the layout.
Right.
So that's why there is a systematic way I have presented it.
Definitely. Yes.
Say this first stage, what you will do with the first stage. The first stage is of layout is called, take an advertisement, take an example of a magazine page. You cannot prepare the layout whole page just one go. Headline, text, photographs, and so many things
Right.
are there on the magazine space. So you just think about it and put it on a small sheet of paper,
Right.
very roughly, and without any details. This stage of layout, in our terminology, we call it a thumbnail sketch.
Right.
Thumbnail sketch. This is a
Right.
terminology used in the profession.
Thumbnails.
Thumbnail sketch is just quickly drawn or displayed desired elements which are without any details.
Right.
Example is like this. Take an example.
Yes, sir. Please.
Take the example. This is the thumbnail sketch of a magazine page. Say magazine, as I told you, multiple publication. Always you open the page. When you open the page, you see both the pages together. That's why, see, all the layout you will find that pages have been divided into two. So 1, 2, 3, 4 layouts are there. 4 different arrangement, which has been done very hurriedly. That this type of sketch, how much time you take? Maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds. If you are not very professional, if you are not so familiar with, maybe you can take 1 minute, not more than that. So within 1 minute you can make one
Okay.
sketch. That means within 4, 5, 6 minutes you can get number of sketches. So it is ideal to make a thumbnail sketch before starting a layout.
Right.
Before starting a layout, because there is a rough idea, you get it. But remember, this thumbnail sketch is meant for the people who is developing the sketch. It is not for the other to show it. So if I ask my fellow friend, look at it, can you tell me how it is looks? See this layout. Can you judge it? You cannot judge it.
No.
It is the person who knows that what is going to do. This rectangle, I have crossed it. This rectangle shows that the photograph will go.
Photograph.
This is the zigzag lines I have drawn it. The text matter will go. This I
Right.
know it.
Yes.
But the other will not be able to understand it. So thumbnail sketch is meant for the person who is developing the layout. Okay. It has got several advantages. What are the advantages? As I have mentioned, it has been quick. Why? Because you can within no time you can prepare number of sketches.
Definitely.
Even being a professional and being a practice so many years, when I prepare a design, I prepare the thumbnail sketch first. Without thumbnail sketch, I don't go ahead with the final
Yes.
layout.
It's a rough. Can we say it's a rough draft?
It is not called draft. It is a just idea.
Okay.
Idea in a scribble form.
Okay.
See, when you are taking notes in the class, what are you doing? You are not writing in all the things. You are just pointing, noting down the points.
Main
only.
points.
Main
Yes,
points.
yes.
It is just like that. It is just noting down in visual form.
Right.
Then it is time saving. Naturally, lot of time can be saved, because if you use your computer or you manually, if you do it on a paper, a lot of time will be wasted. And after finally doing this layout, you will find it is not good. What will do? Either you accept a good bad layout or discard it. That means your time has gone.
Yes.
Or you have accepted the bad layout. It is economical. Why it is economical? Because you are not spending a lot of your computer time. Then you are not, if you are doing manually or on paper, you are not using your paper, color, brushes, all these things are not
Right.
wastage. So it is economical. And best thing of idea getting sketch or the thumbnail sketch is that idea begets ideas.
Definitely.
That is the main thing to be remembered. Idea begets idea. One idea brings in another. So when you are preparing 2, 3, then you see that can I not get another idea? Can I not get the other? Or can I merge one idea to another idea? so that I can get a better idea. That is the best thing of thumbnail sketch. So always I advise to my students that they should start your layout with thumbnail sketch. When the thumbnail sketch you have prepared, number of thumbnail sketches you have prepared, maybe half a dozen, and you will have to select the best according you. Again I am telling you, according you. It is not to give approval of anybody else. It is you to select. So you select the best thumbnail sketch and develop it. While developing, when you develop it, that is the second stage. We term it as a rough layout, rough draft or rough layout. Rough layout is a sketchy two-dimensional or three-dimensional plan showing the placement of the elements. I have already mentioned you what are the elements. If it is advertisement is concerned, headline, text, photographs, etc. are the elements of design. These are placed as per the layout you have prepared in your thumbnail sketch, and it will be slightly elaborate. For example, I have in the thumbnail sketch I have, in case of photographs, I have drawn a rectangle and cross mark it.
Right.
But in case of rough layout, that is rough layout, then perhaps that same area will be filled up by a particular color, which is dominating color of the photographs, or a simulated color. For example, you are talking about the CEC building, but CEC building is not available at the time of preparing the layout. He or she can and paste a simulated photographs or a building of other institution to fill up the space, fill up the space, so that a visual appearance will be developed on your rough layout. That will be easy for the client to get an idea, because client is generally not very visually literate.
Definitely.
Visually literate. He or she should be explained, and if you explain him or her verbally, he will not be able to understand it. But it is a visual communication. You have to visually tell them. So that's why this visual presentation will give an idea to the client. Okay. This layout is mainly used for presentation to the client, for evaluation and guide to the printer or other professionals, because client will give an approval and he or she may suggest some alteration and it will be carried out, and also finally it will go to the printer to print, and this but they will not print it from here. Remember, there is another stage is involved. They will print it from the another stage which I will discuss now, but this will be a guideline for the printer. For example, you have a particular color you have given. That color cannot be achieved unless until your sample is given to the printer.
Yes.
Okay. These layouts are of two types. One is called finished rough and another is called working rough. This is the layout, as I have mentioned. This is a finished rough. Finished rough, here the layout you have seen in the thumbnail sketch, all the elements, the photographs, headlines are just scribble form. Here the complete area is given and a particular color, which is dominating color of the photographs, has occupied the space, and the text is concerned. Maybe this particular text shown in this layout may not be the actual text. It may be some of the text we have taken from a Word file and fill the space, so that the whole layout will give the visual appearance. For example, at the top corner, I have given some typographical content. It will give it the feeling of intro or introductory points. A slightly bold letter, then the text better. The headlines is given in color. Then after that, we have started with a drop letter. What is a drop letter? Drop letter is another terminology in our profession, which is called the initial big letters, which is dropping few lines. That's why it is called drop letter. So this layout may be like this, or actual photographs can be pasted or invoked in the layout. This one is the working graph. What do you mean by working graph? For example, you become the editor of a magazine, of a newsletter. You have so many other jobs to do. You don't have time to sit on a computer and prepare the layout. You have got the fellow professional, but you have got the idea. The fellow professional, the DT operator, he is just an operator. He or she doesn't know the layout, doesn't know the layout design plan. So you prepare the plan. It is a hurried plan you have prepared, but from their knowledge of communication you have prepared and your requirement of the publications, you know how many photographs to be given on the page, how the text will flow on the text, where the headline will go, how the intro will be going.
That's
all
right.
these things you plan and pass it to the fellow professional. While passing to the fellow professional, you will have to supply him or her the required element. Element means text in Word format. A Word file will to be given to him. Then also you will have to provide him the photographs. The photographs while giving, you will have to give the number 1, number 2, number 3, all the number of photographs to be numbered. Not necessary this time you give the caption of the photographs. The headlines you have given, but headlines is written separately in a type copy, so that the operator will type the copy, and here also the layout person has given the instruction to the operator what will the type size will be. For example, I have written here 36 point Caslon bold. So it is very clear cut instruction to the operator. So he or she need not think about it. So the layout person has already given instruction to the person. In the top one we have given it, see the 16 point Arial bold. Text is concerned some other typeface, and photo we have given marks the number wise. So accordingly, and it will be so easy for the operator to prepare the layout.
Right.
Second stage, of course, this is the description of the second stage. Finished layout is the degree of finish is dependent on the. Here also another thing to be understood, because not necessarily always the finished stuff will be same standard. It depends. What is the requirement of the client? Some of the clients will say, okay, you have pasted a simulated layout, fine, I don't mind. You have shown the color area, it is fine for me. Somebody said, no, I want actual pictures to be given. So accordingly, you will have to prepare,
Right.
according to the requirement of the client. Then on the basis of that, client will discuss and evaluate and give his consent, and you go for final layout. The working draft, the rapid guide to the backshop, I have told you. The backshops are the DTP operator or the printers, because printers are the backshop of the layout person. Third stage is layout. It is called comprehensive layout. We have discussed rough layout, the two stages of the rough layout, two types of rough layout. One is a finished rough, another is a working rough. The third stage is called comprehensive layout. This stage is required only for those clients who is spending a lot of money in publishing or developing the communication materials, such as advertising campaign. Advertising campaign, a series of advertisement. When an advertiser is planning, then they are spending a lot of money. And if you say, oh, my photograph will be like this, client will say, then after printing, if you feel that it is not good after the mark, what will do? So he is interested that I want that exactly the layout which will be after printing will appear.
Yes.
So that is called comprehensive. That means layout is all respect finish. Many times the print layout of advertisement, they not only prepare the layout on computer, because computer, many times you can convince your client, because computer images are so bright and looking so nice.
Yes.
But after printing you find it is so shabby.
Yes.
That resolution is not good, paper is not good.
It can look dull.
It can look bad. So that's why what they do, in order to get the order from the client, to get the business, they not only prepare the layout but also they print it actually on the paper in which finally printed,
Yes.
so that client is convinced.
Right.
He will not tell you later that I have seen these things and you are giving that thing.
Right.
So you have got the proof. So when the lot of amount of money is involved in making the layout or making the advertising campaign or such design,
Right.
so they are interested to the layout which is completely perfect in all respect. Take the example. Here it is in all respect it is finished.
Right.
It is finished. Now see the rough layout. You will find. See the layout. The headline is different here.
Yes.
Headline is different. Here we have written big headlines make you feel good and good all over. So because in absence of headline, the layout person has make a headline, but finally when the headline has been finalized, now the final headline is there. But from there you have got the guide, you have got the actual idea. Now the actual photographs are there. You see the photographs. All the photographs are the actual, and text method is actual. So now it is a comprehensive layout. The comprehensive layout straight away go to the printer for printing.
Right.
The final stage of the layout is artwork. Artwork is the technical term. The artwork is needed for the printer. Client will not see the artwork. It is the printer will see the artwork.
Okay.
Client will see only the rough layout. But when you are giving the artwork to the printer, you will have to give the rough layout also along with that. Artwork can be done conventionally, that is artwork on paper, and artwork can be done digitally, because these days everything is digital. But in conventional artwork also we take help of the computer. For example, we want to make the artwork. For example, I am showing you on layout. Say this is the layout. What are the things we find here? The two photographs, text, headline, and one red strip on the top of the page. These are layout. Then artwork. The conventional artwork will be like this. As an outline will be given, but outline, when you are giving the outline for the photographs, then you have to supply this artwork along with the photographs and also the rough layout, because see this on the top, that rectangle which is supposed to be red color.
Yes.
It is not there.
Yes.
How the printer will be able to know that there will be red color?
Red color. Yes.
So from the layout he will be able to understand the red color. And what type of red? Red may be, there are different shades of red. So the particular type of red is given on the layout. The client wants that same red. So unless until he is having the specimen of that red, he will not be able to put it like that.
Definitely.
In the case of photographs, when you are sending the photographs to the printer, the photographs may not be of the same size.
Yes.
Same size. What the printer will do, the printer will scale the photographs and insert it on the particular position. So when he is scaling it, there is a possibility that some portion of the photographs you need in your layout, and because the printer is ignorant about the content, about the topics, he may cut off, for somebody's ear has been cut. So how the person will feel? So that's why the layout person should make sure when they are sending the product, duly cropped, where this should be cropped,
Yes.
and the proportion should be created. It is the duty of the layout person to make it, crop it, scale it, and supply it to the printer. Printer will scan it and proportionately will enlarge or reduce and fit it the given outline.
Space, yes.
A given outline. That is the conventional layout. Okay. This photographs is given separately. You know, this photographs you can see the area of the photographs is much smaller, and this photographs is much bigger.
Yes.
So naturally this should be fit, or that printer should know that from where the photograph should be cut. Otherwise, that important portions will be eliminated by him, and which will reduce the quality of your publication. Nowadays, the layout is prepared digitally. Here is a digital environment. The layout, there are dedicated software for making the layout. In present day standard, there are 3-4 softwares are commonly used for layout, such as PageMaker, InDesign, and Quark Express. Why these are called layout software? Because it has been built in such a way that it can divide the space in columns. It can support the text created in Word file. It can support the graphics created in some softwares, and also Photoshop as photographs created in Photoshop softwares. It can import and invoke in the layout.
Right.
Because that's why it is called layout program. When you are dealing with a layout, that all these elements should be handled separately in their respective softwares, such as where the photograph is concerned, then Photoshop is the ideal software to manipulate, to improve upon, increasing the resolution. All these things can be done on Photoshop. In case of graphic, some of the graphics, for example, some drawings are there. If the drawings to be invoked in the layout, then the page layout program cannot create the drawing. You'll have to use the drawing program to create the drawing.
Yes.
But if you create a drawing in a Photoshop program, the Photoshop is a pixel-based program. Your drawing will be pixelated. So it will not be very sharp. So that's why some programs are dedicated for making the drawings, such as CorelDRAW, Illustrator. These are the programs used for drawing. So after handling all these elements in their respective programs, of course, the Word is concerned, always word processing software is normally used. Word processing software like Microsoft Word, everybody knows it. So that should be stored in the respective file. For example, Word file is called doc file, CorelDRAW file is called CDR file, Photoshop file PSD file. So these files should be stored in a computer, and when you are making the layout, first of all create the page area on the layout program, and it has got the options what the dimension of the page, and also it has got the options how much margin you want to give. Then also it has got the option how many columns you want to create. So after getting this option, they have got the dialog box. The simple will have to fill this dialog box, and page will appear as you can see it on this, that page
on
is
the
there.
Screen.
And also you can create the guidelines. Guidelines is necessary because some of the things you may repeat, some of the elements can be repeated to the next page, and following pages. So if the guideline is there, that it will be positioned in exactly the same position. Otherwise, something will go up, something will go down, and it will look bad
Right,
when it's
right.
printed. So you take the
Correct.
headline of the guideline and position the elements exactly the position it should be, and also the photographs, etc. So the photograph, these guidelines will show in light blue color.
Right.
This light blue color, it will show on the layout page, but when you want to print this color will not be printed.
Right.
That is the advantage of another thing for the layout software programs. So it is looking dirty for the time being, but as you are expert layout person, then you know this line will not be appearing. So just it is a guideline. So here also you will find at the two sides it will show the scale. That scale will help you to put the guideline exactly in position. For example, the page is 8 inches by 12 inches. So you put your guideline 8 inches, and here also 8 inches, 0 to 8 inches, and in the down below the 1 to 12 inches.
Right.
So that area you get so easily. The layout program can be seen in both horizontal and vertical, normally called all portrait and landscape. That page orientation can be obtained from
Yes.
the page setup
Definitely.
Dialog box, and you can get the page like this. So this is the here all these photographs are now pasted digitally on the layout program. So now your layout is all respect finish. Layout is all respect finish. Now it can go to the printer.
Right.
That is your final layout.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is the stages of layout.
Right. Sir, as we have discussed these 4 stages, I will just ask you a question just what we discussed. So, we discussed the conventional method and digital method. So,
Right.
sir, which one is faster or more preferred by users?
Very good questions. Very good questions. See, today almost everything digitally, but conventional method we have not eliminated,
Yes.
because we find lot of convenient and also economical for making the layout. But in conventional layout, that whatever you are preparing, that is on paper. So if you are preparing the layout on paper, the layout should be converted into film. That is the steps of printing. Should be converted into film. The film will be exposed onto the plate, and plate to the machine to the paper. That is the steps of printing. But in case of digital, so you prepare the layout, you get the digital printout by digital printers,
Yes.
such as inkjet, laserjet printers. This layout is looking good, but final production, what do you mean final production? That means you want to get multiple copies, thousands of copies for mass consumption. But this printout will not be suitable for mass production.
Right.
Mass production.
Because it's more
Then
expensive.
it will be expensive. For short run job, it is less expensive or it convenient. But for long run job, if it is more than 300 or 500 copies, then all the publication should go for major printing or called commercial printing. The commercial printing does this. Most popular commercial printing is offset printing. Most of the books, newspaper, magazines are printed by offset printing.
Right.
Now, I'm talking about the conventional layout and digital layout. Conventional layout, for example, conventional layout, some of the things we find that conventional is very economical. For example, books is concerned, we prepare the conventional layout and we take the film, and film can be stored, and when the books is to be reprinted, the same film can be reused.
Right. That's
Okay.
true.
Of course, digitally also it is possible, but storage you have to store it in a digital file.
Yes.
Digital file. Here also there is an advantage. A digital file, suppose you want to alter something, some mistake to be carried out, corrected. All this thing is digital is very easily
Is
possible.
easily
But how is
possible.
in conventional, it will be the layout to be retouched or film to be prepared again,
Prepared
and you have
again.
to expose it again for printing.
Right.
But both the things going simultaneously. Some of the publishers they prefer both the things in mix and match.
Right.
Some portion they go it for conventional process, some portion they get for digital process.
Right.
Digital process.
So then we can say each has its advantages
Advantage,
and
yeah,
disadvantages, and it
Yeah.
just depends upon.
Depend on what type of publications you
yes.
are printing.
Yes, thank you, sir. And so you have talked about the 4 stages of layout. So are these 4 stages essentially to be followed? Are they compulsory for any kind of
Not
preparing and
necessarily,
fill
not necessarily.
layout?
4 stages are not to be followed essentially, but the thumbnail is must for whatever may be the publication you are going to print or you are producing. It is a must. Then rough layout and artwork. This stage to be these stages are compulsory. The comprehensive stage you can skip.
Right.
You can skip because comprehensive stage is a bit expensive. Many times it is time consuming. Many times it is very expensive. So you can skip comprehensive steps. But these days, because of computer, nowadays rough layout is also looking like a comprehensive. But how it is different, though it is looking like that, but how it is different for the printer, it is different. For example, when you are preparing a rough layout, just like finished in all respect, photograph is looking very good, typography is looking very good, and it is perfectly all right. But when it is going for printing, the printer will say that it is not up to the mark for printing.
Right.
Why it is so? Because the photograph you have given, though it is looking in computer very good, but it is resolution is not up to the mark.
Yes.
An appropriate resolution should be there
Yes.
for get the quality. And the typography you have used, but same typography, the typeface you have used, same typeface is not available with the printer. Then
Of course.
the computer will interpret that type you have given and given some simulated type, which will distort whole layouts,
Yes.
whole layout. That's why whenever you are preparing the rough layout, and you should make sure that whatever the resolution you are giving, it is the adequate resolution for getting that adequate quality.
Yes, that is
and
important.
also typeface you are using, the font is available to the printer. In case the font is not available, then a pen drive or a CD, you copy the font you have used from your computer and supply along with the layout.
Right. So that thing should be kept well in mind. That
Yes.
especially with respect to the photograph, the
Yes.
resolution should not be too much or too less.
Too less, yes.
Right. Sir, also if a person preparing a layout is not well versed with technology, is not very updated with technology, what should he or she do, or can they still prepare a layout?
Rough layout he may, or because of basic computer knowledge he may, but if he or she is not having adequate knowledge about printing, then he should take some professional help.
Right.
Or he should go to the printer. What are the things I must do? For example, I say that you have not brought the font.
Yes.
So he will go to the printer. These days you can communicate with him or her through the net or on telephone.
Yes.
So he can mail it.
Yes, that is possible.
Yes, possible.
Yes.
Or if your computer is not having that facility to do the adequate resolution, original photograph you can send it to the printer. The printer will convert it.
Yes.
The
yes.
layout. But for these things, many printers they charge.
Yes.
Because he will put some
Extra
labor.
cost. Yes.
So be prepared for that. Be prepared for
Right.
that. Otherwise, you will have to take help from the printer only if you are not well versed about the technology.
Yes. So if one wants to reduce all these extra charges, they can learn
They can
how
learn.
to
Yes,
do
yes,
the other things.
And also you get respect from the printer, because many times the printer, who are part of the printer, because of your lack of knowledge, he can exploit you.
Definitely, if
They
you don't
exploit
know
you.
how to
Yeah.
take about things.
So you can explain to the printing plate. He showed that this type of plate I am going to use, but he will not use that plate. He will save money, because if he saves money, say 10 rupees from a plate, he may save 1,000 rupees.
Yes.
If the publication is a long run.
Yes, yes,
And
definitely.
multiple pages.
Definitely. So one should try to be more updated with
Yes,
technology
yes,
in that sense, and of
definitely.
course it's very important
Yeah.
in today's world, even if one is not preparing a layout.
Exactly.
So that should be done. And sir, I want you to make a certain clarification.
Yeah.
You talked about two layout terminologies, make up and mock up. Could you explain the difference?
Yeah,
once more?
definitely. The mock-up and make-up. Make-up is terminology used for making newspaper.
Okay.
This is a terminology still it used. Mock-up, make-up room.
Make-up.
It's called make-up room. You would making up the pages, because making up is called that type, photographs, headlines, how we are arranging on a big page. That is
Yes,
make up of the page.
yes.
A mock-up is the prototype of a three-dimensional object. That is the difference. It may be package design, maybe window display, maybe exhibition designs. When there is a three-dimensional object, you are preparing a layout, then the mock-up is prepared.
Right. So that is the basic difference
basic
between
difference,
make-up and mock-up.
Mock-up.
Right, sir. Sir, I also wanted to ask you, if one wants to enhance their knowledge about how to make a layout, could you suggest a book or two for the students?
I have written a book, that is the most popular book, and perhaps this is a book only written by an Indian author.
Yes, we could definitely benefit from that,
Yes,
sir.
yes. My name of the book is Art and Print Production.
Okay, sir. Art and
Print production.
Print production.
And published by Oxford University Press.
Okay, so published by Oxford University
University.
Press, and this is
It
by
is,
Professor N.N. Sarkar.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
And
it is
has,
by our
just
subject.
it is last year only, the second edition has come. And
Right, so the second edition is also already in print.
already available.
So
it is available in a website also, web page there by the site, and also you can purchase it from Flipkart or any other
right,
site.
so it can be also purchased online as well
online,
as
yeah.
one could go to the
Yes.
nearest bookshop
Yes.
and take up the copy. So if one is interested in a conventional method,
Yes, yes, yes.
they could read the
This
book.
books is not only for the beginners, this books also for the professional also, because a lot of things
Yes,
are
definitely.
discussed for the professional also.
Right. So
But at
they-
the same time, that it has been done in such a way that students can learn it from it easily with lot of examples.
Right. So
Case studies.
even a layperson
Layperson
could
understand
go
it.
through the book and learn, pick up ideas.
Exactly.
So, sir, otherwise, if one wants to learn a layout or work in this capacity, what kind of courses they can do? If they don't want to go for
See,
a long
these
term.
days, most of the computer shops, they are teaching computers. They are layout program is there. But I have seen it because I also gone to several places like Arena, Multimedia,
Right.
and they don't teach layout much. They teach only the technicalities of the layout.
Okay.
So this layout things, if they have developed their own or any art institution, then it is better.
Right.
Because layout is not like that. You just start thinking and prepare the layout. No,
Yes.
some basic knowledge is required.
Some basic knowledge and thought is also
and some of the rules and regulations are
involved.
there. And just like
Yes.
music, if you go on practicing, is then only you will.
You get better.
Yes.
Yes,
better.
yes. So we have already taken care of what book one can read and
Yeah, and many
what,
times we organize small workshops. For example, this November I am organizing a workshop on book publishing.
book
Yeah,
publishing.
Here also they will be doing some layout on
Right, right.
making a book.
Right. So one could definitely keep on the lookout for this workshop.
This Saturday I have a class with the NBT, National Book Trust.
All
that
right.
one session I have. So I am talking
Okay.
about the layout and typography.
Okay, that would be nice if somebody happens to be in Delhi.
Must be-
Then,
yes.
So which institute would this class be happening in?
different institutes, they organize time to time. They have to
Okay.
in touch with that. For example, NVT they organize once in a year here in their office, and every year 2-3 places
Right.
in India.
Yes, one could easily Google and find
yes,
out.
it is
There's so
available.
much one could do, and one
training
could find
workshop
out.
for certain
Yes.
subject.
Yes.
It is available. They can go for search for it. This November workshop, it is organized by the Institute of Book Publishing.
Right. All right.
Some organization they organize in-house also.
Yes, of course they do. Yes. So of course there are so many workshops and such things
Yeah,
happen, but
yeah.
one has to be on the lookout, and
Lookout, yeah.
they need to be
They
on
invite
their
us
toes.
to give their training to their staff. Some of them they are recruiting some group of people for some work.
Right.
So they need that layout to be
Yes,
incorporated.
yes.
They invite us. And we
Yes,
give them
these
work
skills are
together.
extremely important, especially when one goes into this
Yes, yes.
field of journalism, mass communication. And sir, also could you tell us more about preparing a dummy, because it can get confusing at times.
Dummy is, for example, you are preparing a prospectus. The prospectus, maybe take a 12-page prospectus, and you are preparing the layout on a A4 size paper. But when you are preparing A4 size is not the paper for printing.
Yes.
Printing, this paper we print, generally it is not A size paper. It is a paper, it is called British size or traditional size paper, which is available in the market.
Right.
So you'll have to see the size of the paper. The size of the paper can be obtained by folding the paper available. There's standard size available
Yes,
like
yes.
Crown, Demai, Royal, October, these are the
Yes.
standard size of paper available in the market. So if the paper is folded twice or thrice, then you get a certain shape. That is the size of the publication. But the
Right.
size of the publication after trimming, because when you print it, you trim it. Anyway, while preparing layout, when you get the size, then you leave the border and prepare the layout on your computer screen. After making the computer layout, you take the printout from your office printer like inkjet printer or
Right. Sir. Yes.
laser
Yes. To prepare.
prepare, because
a
they will give you the
dummy.
color
Yes.
layout. Color
Yes.
layout.
Yes.
Okay, but when you are printing, the printing on A4 size, you cut the size according to your size and paste it on the standard size of paper.
Right.
So paste one paper on one side and the back of it another back of the paper that side. It will be thicker, but it will
Yes.
give an idea
Idea,
that what will be
yes.
the next page.
Yes.
That way you get a 12-page layout,
Right.
and then that will be called a dummy,
Right.
because that is not actual layout, but it is a dummy layout.
Definitely. Yes.
So
Yes.
client will be able to get an idea from that.
Right, right. Thank you so much, sir, for being here and talking about the ad layout, and we shall talk more about this in detail for our tomorrow's lecture also, where we talk more about ads
Ad layout. We'll concentrate
and
on advertisement.
layout. So thank you viewers for watching. Thank you for being so patient, and let us thank sir again for being here. Thank you, sir, and have a very wonderful day. Thank you.